HHH1987.com.
Hip Hop since 1987. We're live in Atlanta right now. The Salute to Excellence Awards. Shout out to Peter Thomas. But I'm on the red carpet right now with a special gentleman. He's doing a lot in the music world. If you don't know him, you'll definitely be familiar with his sound before the year 2014 is over. Excuse me. He goes by the name of Mishon. What's going on, good brother? How's everything with you?
Man, I appreciate the introduction, bro. Appreciate that.
I mean, we've been rocking for a little while.
Yeah, this the homie right here.
Hearing some of your music,
Off top, yeah, man.
We've talked about some things you got going on, so I see where you're going. I see what you got going on, and I do see that you're definitely going to be one of the biggest stars.
Sure. Shout out to Hip Hop since '87. You know what I'm saying? The single was on the way. Conversation. Hashtag what that mouth do. Featuring Tyga. Now the movement is about to be crazy, so everybody please be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mishon. That's Mishon. Mishon once again. You know, a young kid just out here just being great.
Now tell me a little bit. How did you and Tyga link for your new single?
I actually linked through Tyga. Through a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, somebody that knew him and sent a song to him, and you know what I'm saying, I guess he liked it a lot and put a solid ass verse on it, so I'm really excited, and you know, the label, the whole camp, everybody's really excited, so I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
Talk to us about some of the struggles that you've been overcoming. I understand you had some situations you were trying to get the label to push the album, push the singles, and they had things on hold. So how did you overcome that situation?
You know what? I'm an artist at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And any type of artist you are, you're a creative being. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to keep creating things. So that's what I was forced to do. I was forced to keep creating and showing people and proving to people my appreciation for my craft, and you know what I'm saying, my creative mind, you know what I'm saying, and people love it, so I'm glad people are catching on board and starting to see what the movement is all about. But yeah, conversation on the way, man. I'm really excited.
Well, talk to us about your upcoming project and what we can expect.
Yeah, man, the album is called 9010. Expect my life. I'm just a young 21-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, from Southern California out here telling my story, you know what I'm saying, day by day, so I can't wait for y'all to hear it. Shout out to my big brother JD and Bryan Michael Cox too.
Why that title? Why that? Explain what made you come up with that title.
Because in life, you know what I'm saying, you really only control 10% of the things that happen to you. The other 90% is how you react. You know what I'm saying? That's just a life philosophy that I learned and that I definitely connect with on a huge level, and I thought it would be dope to give that to people in a musical form.
What have you learned from working with Bryan Michael Cox? He's definitely a well-established songwriter in the music game. What have you learned from working with him?
I mean, the chemistry is just crazy. I definitely learned that even the greats, you know what I'm saying, like I've seen JD and Bryan Michael Cox up in the studio when I'm nodding off and going to sleep, like really still working and just working on the project like they really work harder than everybody else. So it made me step my game up, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it.
For those who aren't familiar with your sound, if there's one thing that they could take away from listening to your music, what would you want that to be?
Be yourself. Don't be afraid to tell people who you really are. Your deepest, darkest secrets. That's where the magic is at, right there. Yeah.
As 2014 concludes, we know you have a new single on the way with Tyga.
Yes, sir.
We know you got a new project on the way. What else can we expect from you?
Man, expect movies, all the whole nine, TV shows. I know y'all seen me on Lincoln Heights, so expect more of that. Just music. I also write and produce, so expect me on other artist projects too, you know? Big things on the way, man. The other checks.
The mother checks. Once again, let people know how they can stay in tune with your movement via social media.
At Mishon, it's Mishon, and my Facebook is official Mishon.
You know what it is, Hip Hop since 1987, your man Eldorado. Stay tuned to Hip Hop since 1987 for a lot more from this brother.